Yes, it could be the story of any one of the youths who parade on Australian beaches. Each one of these men joined a Surf Life-Saving Club, not because it meant parading up the beach in colourful costumes with flags flying, but to save lives, and to be a member of one of the grandest associations of amateur clubs in the world. Some people take it all for granted, like this fellow. Call him Johnny. But no limelighters these. Any proud ego they might have possessed has been knocked out of them long ago by critical mates and tough training. You'll meet them on any beach right round Australia's 13,000 miles of coastline. Members of the Australian Surf Life-Saving Association.
Oh, they're marvellous.
If you can swim, there's nothing to it.
No, maybe you'd like to try.
Maybe I will.
It started out as a dare, and it proved a job for daring. Johnny may have been cynical to start with, but he was no quitter. He joined one of Australia's hundreds of surf life-saving clubs. It wasn't long before he found there was much more to it than signing an application form. For a start, he had to prove he could swim. Not just a couple of laps across the baths, but 440 yards in 8 minutes or better. Then he found that 2 evenings a week had to be devoted to the fundamentals of life-saving, which must first be learned in the club room, and although it seems tedious, Johnny will be thankful when he has to apply what he's learned to a difficult patient. Later, he will combine these lessons with other drill on the beach at weekends and pay club membership fees for the privilege. He learns both the Schaefer and the Eve Rocker resuscitation methods, and he's kept on theory until he learns them properly. He must study anatomy. Not the kind seen in snappy costumes, this kind. Then onto the beach for rescue drill. He acts the role of patient, but before this drill lesson is over, he'll also swim as a beltman and take every position on the line, as well as learning to operate the reel. And that isn't so simple as it looks either. Back on the line, Johnny is learning the all-important signals. In time, Johnny graduates to surf skis and other nautical aids to rescue work. And of course, he must master the handling of the big surf lifeboats for occasions when heavy seas make manual rescue methods impossible. Well, Johnny's won his bronze medallion and promptly gets a shock at his first club meeting.
Next business, Captain's report.
Yes, Mr. President, everything's okay, but there's one serious matter. Last Sunday, a member of Number 7 Patrol, Hopkins, absented himself without explanation or excuse. I move that his suspension for 8 weeks.
I'll second that, Mr. Chairman.
Any dissent? Motion carried. To you new members, that suspension may appear harsh, but I want to emphasise that the efficiency and discipline of its patrols are the sole justification for a Surf Life-Saving Club's existence.
So Johnny does his first surf patrol, an early morning job. These flags are to mark the safe bathing area. There has to be an early patrol because Australians like an early swim. And right away, Johnny discovers that some surfers have their own ideas about the business.
Excuse me, sir. Bathe between the flags, please.
Young man, I was surfing before you were born.
Okay, you should know the rules better than I do.
You win.
A lookout tower aids the surf patrol. Hey, that reel isn't a towel rack, miss. Oh well, it's all in the day's work. As the day goes on, the crowds increase, and so does the surf patrol's responsibility. Look 'em over, Johnny. They're all yours. With surfers in such numbers, it's no wonder that the Surf Life-Saving Association of Australia has rescued over 65,000 people from the surf since its inception in 1907. They must be constantly alert to guard bathers and keep them between the flags. Hello, there's trouble.
Attention patrol. There are bathers and difficulties near the rocks.
Okay, we'll take care of it. You'll want 2 reels. Will those bathers in trouble just remain calm? You'll be picked up immediately.
All hands on deck. In a mass rescue, Johnny and any other surf club members join in whether it's their patrol or not. Johnny is one of these beltmen, and in his first actual rescue, he's doing fine. It's at such a time that months of arduous training pay dividends and really mean the difference between life and death. A surfboard has joined in to support a girl and a man, but Johnny's patient has to be rescued the hard way. There are reinforcements on the way, but he won't need them. He's got a firm grip on his patient and signals to be hauled in. Here again is where training and experience count. Hauling too fast on that line could easily drown both patient and beltman, and expert timing of signals is essential. Reaching the shallows, Johnny's job is done, as other members of the patrol take over the patient. And so Johnny has made his first rescue. Since then, he's done 100 more. Nice work, Johnny. So there's nothing to it if you can swim, eh? Well, now you know better. And so the job goes on. A calm sea today, a boomer tomorrow. It's a rare combination of sport and duty, an outstanding public service and an Australian tradition. Surf life-saving imposes a tremendous responsibility and calls for skill and stamina to battle with high seas. It's a job for youth, with bronzed young swimmers removing the hazard from surfing for you and me. These are not professional lifesavers. Their ranks are drawn from clerks, laborers, artisans, lawyers, businessmen and doctors. The challenge of the surf forges their bonds of comradeship. These men accept all the risks with a willing spirit. Sometimes it might look like a losing battle, but never fear. As long as there are lives to be saved, the surf patrols will live up to their motto of vigilance and service.